In June 2010, a computer virus called Stuxnet was found lurking in the databanks of industrial control systems around the world. A first of its kind, Stuxnet had the capability to shut down oil pipelines and crash power grids, whilst telling system operators everything was normal. Stuxnet exploited security gaps, known as 0 days, and stole legitimate security clearances to bury undetected into computer networks. Once into a system, Stuxnet didn't always activate. It would replicate itself and infect other computers. This weapon had a specific target: the centrifuges at Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities. In 2010, in its first major attack, it was reported that Stuxnet may have shut down 1,000 centrifuges at Natanz, Iran's main enrichment facility. Then in 2011, the Iranian government conceded the virus's infection at Bushehr, Iran's nuclear facility which was still under construction. It was believed that if the facility was switched on, it could lead to a national electricity blackout. So who is responsible for Stuxnet? The size and sophistication of the worm have led experts to believe that it could only have been created with the support of a nation-state. Some believe that Israel is responsible, as much of the code leaves direct references to the Hebrew Bible, whilst others believe the US was involved in the testing and development. So what's the logic behind this alliance? Following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the defeat of the Iraq Army, Israel and Iran's cold peace turned to fiery hostility. Inflamed by Iran's growing nuclear activity, Israel, amongst others, had ground to fear. The United States repeatedly accused Iran of pursuing non-civilian objectives during its nuclear program. However, they lacked the technical ability, therefore evidence, to execute any attack. The United States and Israel, being long-term allies since the end of World War II, benefit from each other's expertise and knowledge on the Middle East. They worked together against the Iranian facility at Natanz as they were unsure of its intentions. In 2012, a computer virus called Flame was detected, buried in computer systems across the Middle East. 20 times larger than any known virus code, Flame's complexity exceeds all other cyber menaces known to date. Written and designed to carry out cyber espionage, Flame has the capability to gather data files, record conversations and monitor keyboard activity, whilst passing all the information it harvests to command and control servers operated by its creators around the world. In April 2010, some believe that Flame may have infected Iran's main oil terminal on Karg Island, prompting a decision to disconnect systems, holding an unnamed data-deleting virus responsible. Many credited the enmity of Flame. Believed to have been active, yet undiscovered for 2 years, Flame uses a kill switch, allowing authors the capability to wipe all traces of the virus from an infected machine. This makes Flame and its creators virtually undetectable. The question then is not who is responsible for Flame, but what are they looking for? And when they find this unknown goal, what are the repercussions? Are we now to say we're in the midst of cyber warfare, whereby hostile governments can hide behind advanced technology to launch undetected attacks? We have seen the potential damage this technology can cause just by looking at its predecessor. Who's to say these weapons will not be used in the same way? There are no agreed international controls on the use of cyber weapons. In May 2011, the US White House released its international strategy for cyberspace. In September 2011, Stuxnet, which is believed to have been developed in the US, unleashed its attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Fast forward to December 2011. In response, the Iranian government announced it had embarked on an offensive to boost its cyber warfare capabilities and would invest billions in its new program. So is cyber warfare a threat? Some believe that we are living at a moment of cyber war hype, and that without military and without troops, there is no war. No past cyber attack has directly harmed or killed a human being. For it to be classed as war, it would have to be violent, influential, and have political or economic gain. There are issues surrounding the definition of cyber warfare. Kaspersky believes that cyber weapons would have to cause physical damage. To date, only Stuxnet fits that definition. One debate, however, remains persistent. In the event of cyber warfare, what are the adverse implications? War is becoming increasingly intelligent, and the threat of cyber warfare more plausible. So who amongst us would be affected? Every country, organisation, even individual with access to the internet would be at risk. Shutting down military and countrywide intelligence defences could allow an attacker to access and download terabytes of classified intelligence. Patient data could be stolen from hospital systems, life support machines monitored, infiltrated, and potentially shut down. The capability to destroy banking systems around the world would have crippling effects on economic wealth. Cyber weapons similar to Stuxnet could overload computer systems and shut down integral resource links which supply and demand around the world. The daunting threats of cyber warfare lead to one question. With such catastrophic possibilities, why is there no agreed regulation on cyber war? Needless to say, without this security, the next great war may be more likely to start with a blackout than a bang.